guys, what's going on? My name is JuanCarlos Pena, and I'm doing my video a little bit different now. I'm trying to kind of get things right. I'm on my front porch right now. I meant to shoot this video, or I should say I meant to shoot this intro when I shot the video. The video was shot a few days ago, but here we are. So in today's video, I'm going to be working on a 2004 Dodge Dakota 3.7 V6 motor. And now the customer first called me up and said that he wanted his thermostat changed. He actually came into the store where I work at. I work at Advanced Auto. So he wanted to do this thermostat. So I, gave him a little piece of advice on replacing the thermostat. And he was like, "Man, you work on cars?" And I said, "Yes, I do, a little bit here and there." You know what I mean? So anyways, I met up with him. I changed out the thermostat, but the symptoms that he was showing wasn't really, something like a thermostat. It was more like a water pump. Okay, so I advised him, like, hey, this thermostat might not fix your problem. It actually might even get worse. So, I did it. I changed his thermostat out. It got worse. He was overheating like at every half a mile or so, So he called me up when he was on the side of the road. I went out there, in my little car. And I removed the thermostat completely. Just left the gasket in there, so it could, maintain the seal and like it needed to. And that allowed him to have full flow in his system, and it actually helped him out. It helped him out for about a week or so until I finally got around to changing out his water pump. Okay, and now it's been, like I said, a few days ago, and I had messaged him while I was at work the other day, asked him how the truck was holding up, and he said it was holding up very well and that it had not overheated at all. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's a job well done. What I ended up doing, you'll see in this video, but I ended up changing out that water pump and putting that thermostat back in, because, I mean, it was brand new, so why not? So we put it back in, sealed it up, no leaks. The procedure was pretty straightforward, I'm not gonna lie to you. He was showing some smoking, and it was coming from his valve cover, so I think that he's got to do a valve cover gasket job next. That's not terribly hard, but it is a little bit more intricate than a water pump. So enjoy the video. Please comment, like, subscribe, spread the word. I'm going to be doing videos just about on every one of my customers' jobs, or customers, that I get, and just kind of, try to help out the community a little bit more. And also, I can use this to, I guess, in a way, showcase my work. And, let my future customers know that I'm not full of crap and that I actually know what I'm doing, at least for the most part. Haha. But anyways, enjoy the video. Okay, so in today's video, we got ourselves a 2004 Dodge Dakota. It's got the 3.7 V6 motor in it. Customer was complaining about some overheating problems. First thing that we're going to take care of on his vehicle is going to be the thermostat. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is a little bit of component identification first. And this is, again, just for my reference and how things go, right? So we have obviously our air filter into our box, to our intake manifold. We have a throttle cable back here, probably the throttle body also there. Our compressor, alternator, power steering, water pump, automatic belt tensioners, harmonic balancer. Okay, and now this vehicle is equipped with the thermostat on its lower radiator hose. See, it goes right here, and I'll get an under view, but that's where it goes. Most vehicles, you can just follow the upper hose
and it's usually up underneath there. But as you can see, this this unit here is actually part of the where the channel leads to over by the water pump. Okay, so that's a hard part, cannot be taken out lightly. The thermostat is located behind the lower radiator hose. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna unclamp this band using some pliers, and I'm going to pull that hose off of the thermostat housing, and then I'm going to lift it up so I can minimize the amount of coolant that I lose in the vehicle. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so belt routing goes above the compressor, underneath the water pump, above the alternator, goes around the power steering, goes up underneath the harmonic balancer, goes on the inside of the idler pulley, comes on the outside of the belt tensioner, and back up to the compressor. This is a 3.7 Magnum V6 in an 04 Dakota. So we're going to be doing the water pump on this. I've taken the belt off. I got the cable hose clamp holding the hose off. I removed the hose, the lower radiator hose, from the thermostat housing. I allowed it all to drain into that pan down there. Next, I'm going to undo these bolts around on the water pump itself. Oh, also I got to undo this idler pulley. See, I already busted it loose, but I got to get it out the way so I can get to these two bolts back there. Alright. Okay, so I undid all the bolts on the water pump. This is obviously the old one. This is the new one here. And the cause of failure was this bearing inside has gone bad. You hear that? You hear that crying? It's not pushing water like it's supposed to. This gasket inside is also a little bit torn up. It's getting a little bit of blow by. You see this right here? See how it's dirty on the outside where it's not supposed to be? That's a bad water pump. But I mean, this is again a 2004 Dodge Dakota. Today is September the 6th, 2018. You know, that's 10 years, man. You did a good service. Now, Mr. Aftermarket water pump here from Advanced Auto Parts. Superb. Made in China, so I don't know, you know, take that for what it's worth, whatever. And now what I've got set up over here is all my bolts for the water pump. What I did was I held my water pump up over this box, and this is just a trick that I do to keep track of stuff and where it goes, you know, when I do things like this. You know, I held this on there, I drew some spots, cut out a couple holes, and I just put these bolts down. You know, now I can just leave them alone. I don't have to really worry about it. But I mean, there's the water pump. Let's see if we can get in there, right there. Okay, we can inspect this. You can inspect the threads in there to make sure that's good. Make sure these vents here cleared out. Everything else looks to be in good shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the face, all this edge here. I'm going to clean all this stuff up so it can have a good seating with the gasket. The new water pump came with a new gasket, and we're getting ready to throw this together. Stand by. Okay, I've got the new water pump in, and thanks to my bolt storage system, I was able to put these bolts on quickly, easily. I have spent maybe a total of 10-15 minutes working on this truck, and we are already on the reassembly. What I am going to do though is I'm going to take off this thermostat housing because I had removed the thermostat earlier because he was, you know, overheating, so we wanted to go with full flow through the system. We decided to run without a thermostat, which helped him get through the week, and now we're able to do this work on it. So I'm going to take this thermostat off, the housing off, and I'm going to put this brand new thermostat in it. and we're going to be banging because we'll have a new thermostat, we'll have a new water pump. We've already replaced the upper radiator hose. Man, we're going to be golden. Okay, so I just tightened down these bolts, and I torqued them down or whatever. This thing's got 8 bolts on it. Make sure that you go in a star pattern just like you would do on your wheels. That way you make sure that that gasket seats evenly and properly all the way around. Once you get it snug, then go back around through and tighten it down. Once you feel you've tightened everything, go around one last time, clockwise, counterclockwise, don't matter. Make sure everything's tight before you go and button this up. So, buttoned up. We got the thermostat changed out, right? Huh? Ba-bam. Sorry I didn't catch that on tape, but it is what it is. I put this idler pulley back on. It is a little bit worn, but I mean it's 10 years old also, so we'll probably be replacing that before long. I connected this radiator hose back up, and I got my cable style hose clamp plier thingy doodad. Let me tell you, worth its weight in gold. It's holding on to this hose clamp here. It's on the thermostat housing. I'm ready to release the tension on it. Where's my doohickey? Here's my doohickey. As simple as hitting that. We're free and clear, my baby. Now we're ready to put this belt back on. We'll see what she does.